let's say for this effect, I explain to the spectator that I'm going to drop cards and all they have to do is call out stop. Now before I drop cards, I want to let them know that they are going to stop on the ace of spades. So let's say we drop and they call stop here. Now keep in mind you could have called stop anywhere you wanted. You called out stop here. I predicted you would have landed on the ace of spades, and this is the ace of spades. That is what we are going to be learning today. If you would like to learn how to do this, be sure to stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into this move, a few things I want to let you know. First of all, the cards I'm using are the Autism Speaks. I have a deck review on these already. I will leave that down below in the description. I also won these from Ever So Slight, so I will link his channel down below as well. Alright, so a little background about this move. This is actually from Derek Dingle, and this is a really nice dribble force. Now, I don't have a video on the original dribble force because I never use it, but I might upload a video in the future going over it. No guarantees, but if I get good enough at it, I might do that. But this is just a really nice, I don't know, maybe variation of the dribble force. It probably won't fool a lot of people, but if you do it right, it should be able to look like a regular force. And I'm also going to show you one more way you can add this to like a trick at the end. So let's get right into how to do this. So whatever card you're going to force is going to start out on the bottom. And you're going to need to know how to dribble cards. So if you don't know how to dribble cards, I will leave a link for that in the description. So here is the move one more time exposed, and then I'll break it down a little. So with your card on the bottom, you explain that you're going to drop cards. You could say dribble, but I think those words tend to make the spectator more suspicious. So I like to say I'm just going to drop cards because you are also dropping cards. So I'm just going to drop cards and you're going to call out stop. So without flashing the ace or whatever card, you're going to dribble, they call out stop. I drop the top half, and then with this bottom half, I come right into biddle grip, or how I'm gonna dribble again. And my fingers are gonna come over, slide this bottom card out, and I just continue dribbling. And I explain that they could have stopped anywhere, and they stopped on the ace of spades. So here is the move broke down, and then I'll get into something else that Derek Dingle actually does with this move, or he did do, or maybe a creation of his. You'll see at the end. So you know the card is on the bottom. It would be face down, but for tutorial sake, I'll leave it face up. All you're going to do is explain you're going to drop cards and they're going to call out stop. You don't want to flash this card, but you could do any false shuffles or cuts you would like. Just keep the card on the bottom. So now you're just going to drop cards and they're going to call out stop. So let's say we dribble and they call stop here. They could go a few more, it doesn't matter. Let's try that again. So right here, they want a few more. I say, okay, perfect. I drop this top half, and then when I come over for this bottom half, my middle ring and pinky finger goes on top, thumb goes on the back, and I'm going to do another dribble. But this time, when I lift it up, my fingers, index, middle, ring, and pinky in my other hand are going to come over. We're going to slide this bottom card out, and I'm going to dribble. I'm going to talk about how they could have said stop anywhere, and they said stop at the ace of spades. One more time, I'll go over that really quick. So the card is at the bottom, and you call out stop. Let's say here. Keep in mind you could have called stop anywhere, but you called stop here, and it is at the ace of spades. So that is the original Dribble force. Now I'm going to go over the rainbow card trick, which is something by Derek Dingle. So really for this trick, this deck is set up here, so I'm going to take some cards out. What you're going to do for this effect is you're going to have, let's say, a red deck of cards, and you're going to have any blue card you want to force. Now, I would recommend taking the other card right out of the same deck that you're going to use. So the Jack of Hearts, I'm going to take out of this deck right here. Perfect. So, let's say you want to force the Jack of Hearts. You're going to grab it from a different deck, place that on top, and take the matching Jack from the red deck right out and leave it to the side. And since this is now a blue card, that means you're going to put it in the blue deck. So let me get rid of the red deck and then grab the blue deck. So you have your red deck of cards, you have your force card, the Jack of Hearts, on top of the deck, and the red Jack of Hearts is taken out of the red deck. And because this is blue, these go in the blue box. And now you're all set to go. So you can go up to your spectator, you can open up the deck or the box, take out the deck. Just make sure when you take it out, though, you don't actually spread over some cards to reveal it. But you take out the deck, you turn it face up, and now you can do any false shuffles or cuts you would like to keep the jack on the bottom. So I'm going to link some false cuts down below, and I'm also going to link the swing cut down below, along with the double undercut, because this is actually what I might do. I'm going to just start swing cutting packets of cards, and when I have a small packet left, because of the force card, the jack is right on the bottom, I'm going to put my pinky in and catch a break. And now all I have to do is just double undercut everything back to the top of the deck, and the jack is there. So it looks like you really cut the deck, depending how many times you swing cut the deck, how many double undercuts you do. All you're doing is just keeping this jack right there on the bottom with the red deck. And you're going to do the same thing as before. So you explain you're going to drop cards and they're going to call out stop. And you can explain, okay, so I want you to find any card, but not the blue card here, because they can see these are blue. Or you can say something like, I put one card here in the deck that is different than all the rest, and I want to see if you can find that card. But just make sure you don't flash the red. And if you swing cut, move this up a little. If you swing cut and you show the back of this packet a few times, it's gonna go in their brain that this is a blue deck. But something you don't want to do is swing cut and then show the packet you swing cut, because that is red. But something you could do is swing cut and show, maybe a few more swing cuts, and just casually show it, but don't show it too many times, and don't leave it up too many times like this. They may get suspicious. And now if you double undercut, you can't show the red, but something you can do is when you're done double undercutting, you can just briefly flash it while talking about what they're gonna do. So, all you're going to do is dribble, they call out stop. And just like before, you're going to put down the top half, and you're going to take out this bottom card, and you can dribble the rest of these on top and say, okay, let's see if you found the different colored card from the blue deck. And in this case, they found the blue card. So you can say, you didn't actually find the different color card, but you did make sure that you took the only blue card from the red deck. So you can do something like that, okay? Make sure your pattern makes sense, but that's really all it is. One more time, I'll go over that, and then that's the video. So your different color card, the jack, you're gonna have. The Jack of Hearts isn't going to be in the deck, but this is on top of the deck. So now you can do any false cuts you want. Just show the blue. Don't show the red. And now when you dribble the deck, they're gonna call out stop, let's say here. They can go a few more, doesn't matter. You drop the top half, you come over, you grab the other half, you slide it out, and you dribble the rest, and you can say, okay, let's see how well you did. You found the blue card. Well, that's pretty impressive because that is a blue card, and the rest of the cards here are red. So you found the only blue card. And that is the video for today. I hope you really enjoyed this one. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week with some videos, more videos. Bye.